It's your boy, Lil T3rry, and it's showtime, baby.
My bad. Let me do it again. It's your boy, Lil T3rry from on the EFABU Talk Show. My bad, man. I was muted. You dig what I'm saying? But hey, nothing stops, nothing. You dig what I'm saying? So anyway, we got a special guest that's about to get ready to hit the stage. Now check it out. Now we've been having some beef on the hip hop side, R&B side, right? We also had some beef on the comedian side. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with the Cedric Entertainment, Cat Williams, Kevin Hart. I mean, the pinhead dude, you feel what I'm saying? He used to be fat, but now he's solid, you feel what I'm saying? He was kind of, you know what I'm saying, in the Wentworth as well, a couple more comedians. So I ain't gonna hold you long. Let's bring your boy, Zoe Boe, to the stage, man. Hey, what's happening? What's going on? What's up? What's up? Now you muted on your side.
Hey, we both were
There
muted.
you go.
Just run our goddamn out.
Hey, look, ain't nothing special, baby. We us. We us, man.
Yeah,
what's happening though?
I'm just chilling, man. I'm just chilling. You know, I had to relocate in my room. My daughter decided I want to come back home, so I guess my studio is gone for a month or two.
Oh man, hey, I already know how that go, man. But sometimes you got a bunch of loved ones, man.
Well, hey, you got to do that. I'd rather them do it than they be sent up there, have to depend on some nigga to do something for them.
There you go.
Then, you know what I'm saying, comes with consequences. So
you already know. You over there saving somebody. You know what I'm saying? You never know what's going up in these streets.
Exactly.
I already know. So let's just jump right into it, man. What's going on in the industry, man? What's happening? What's on your mind? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You talking about these beefing? Everybody been beefing. You know what I'm saying? A while ago, I'm gonna say about maybe 5-6 years ago, I believe it was Steve Harvey. It was Steve Harvey the one came up there. He said something like, all the entertainment rappers and musicians, they beefing, blah, blah, blah. Comedians don't beef with each other. Matter of fact, it was about, I would say about 5-6 years ago, because his radio station was down here. Him and nephew Tommy was on stage. So, they were talking about Cat Williams. Matter of fact, and Cat Williams was going off on Tiffany Haddish and, so Kevin Hart and all them.
I mean, if you wanna bag it up, you right about Steve Harvey. Actually, I wouldn't say he started, but he started it because he shouldn't have spoken about certain things that was under the carpet. You feel what I'm saying? Pretty soon you're gonna have to, peel that carpet and pull the carpet back and sweep up under it. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what happened. Same thing with Cedric Entertainment. Yeah, he had things under the carpet that was just sitting there. You know what I'm saying? It was still dirty, but it was just sitting there. So if you look back at what it's called, Def Comedy Jam.
It was Def Comedy Jam,
Yeah. So I don't know if it was Cat Williams that said it, but somebody said something about it started way back then when it came down to Steve Harvey and Bernie Mac. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Us as audience, when if you're not in the industry, you would catch yourself just there for entertainment, but you're not necessarily seeing, you know what I'm saying, who's blocking who's copying who did this first, anything like that. But Bernie Mac was the truth.
That was the beef. That was a beast. When I said beast, Ooh, that
I look back on. I'm looking at that the old episodes and the Def Jam and then they said Steve Harvey was trying to say that he was the opener, but nobody really wanted to go after Bernie Mac.
No, and all of them said, admitted it. D.L. Hughley admitted. Steve Harvey to this day still didn't admit it. He changed the whole thing around.
He making himself look bad right now though, because I mean, it's a joke that he did tit for tat. Like he can't even. There's no denying that he haven't stole that joke though. Like he can't.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's tit for tat.
Mark Curry said that Mark Curry came up finally. You know what I'm saying? But it was years after the cat been saying that. Everybody think this new. This is not new. This been going on. But it just.
I didn't know that this was in the community world. I mean, the comedy world. Like I didn't know.
Yeah. But they like local comedians like myself. Well, I ain't gonna say like myself because I'm blackballed in my own city right now. But it's crazy though. But it's crazy though.
What you mean by blackball though? We can't swim past that. How you blackballed in your own city?
Because certain things I won't get into. I don't find funny. You know what I'm saying? Just like recently, I'm gonna say about 2 months ago, I went to an open mic on a Monday. Just went to go there, like, you know what I'm saying? I said, I ain't been in open mics in a while, so I'm up there. Every other comedian getting on stage talking about child molestation, you know what I'm saying? How they gonna rape a child or they was raped as a child or by their father and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't find nothing funny about it. So I got up and I left. So while I'm leaving, other comedians like, say, man, Zoe Boe, you gonna get on stage? You gonna get on stage? I said, no, I'm ready to go. Man, why you leaving? Man, you need to stay. I said, y'all don't want me to stay. Wait
a minute. So
it's gonna get dirty. It ain't gonna be good if I stay, because I'm gonna say what I on my mind, and then it's gonna escalate to other things. You get what I'm saying?
So
you can joke about anything you want to joke about, but it's not my style. If it's not my style of comedy, I'm leaving it, and that's the only thing really that I can't say I can find it funny. You understand what I'm saying?
I see the only person really that that used his trauma in a sense for his benefits is I won't say trauma, but like personal issues is Kevin Hart. And most comedians does it, but I never actually heard someone, get off on, speaking about rape and molestation of
right.
I don't get that one like that.
But see, it's not like how Kevin Hart do it. You know what I'm saying? If you went through, you could joke about what you went through, blase. These jokers right here, these motherfuckers right here, they were actually talking. You know what I'm saying? Like wearing butt plugs and you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. Like a pedophile would do. You get what I'm saying? Like, what I'm saying? What, you thinking about doing this to a child? What the hell? You know what I'm saying? I can understand you go through some things and you say that's different. And I'm saying it's different from, you know what I'm saying, if you've been through it and you got to make a joke about it, because even with abuse and stuff like that, people sometimes, you know what I'm saying, that's how they recover from it, from speaking about it, if they say it in a joke, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't talking about like that. I'm talking about motherfuckers just talking about like they want to get out there and do this to a child. You know what I'm saying? So it was something different. I put on Facebook, and a comedian been doing this for like 20 years or whatever. He had something to say. So another female comedian came up there. She said they get into it, blase. And you know what I'm saying? And she like, get going in on. So I'm telling him like, dude, you in your 50s, you ain't gay, you don't got no kids. So what's up? What's really up? What's really happening?
Well, that's crazy. I have heard a lot of funny stories, you know what I'm saying, coming from the audience to the comedian to to shed light on, but also the comedian to the audience. But I never heard nobody actually speak about molestation and rape, especially coming from, saying the immediate family pieces. That's just bizarre.
Yeah, well, this is an open mic and these new comedians, and like I said, I ain't been around the comedy game in Tampa like that. So, like I said, I do shows everywhere else. I do it elsewhere. So,
outside of Florida,
outside of Tampa.
Okay. Where you originally stay at? You in Tampa?
I stay in Tampa. Yeah.
Oh wow.
like my name was just on the billboard outside in Summerfield. You go down 75, you see my name on the billboard, it's a comedy club there. And I usually go to Atlanta. I go different places, you know what I'm saying? Just Tampa, just like, you know what I'm saying? There ain't no love here in the comedy world for me. And the thing about it, because like I said, I'm not an ass kisser. I'm not gonna sit up there and do this and do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the one to go with the flow. You get what I'm saying? I got my own style.
Right.
I got my own style. I can do my own thing. So I'm not one of the people that don't go with the flow. And it's just like I say, that you go joke about anything. I go to different type of clubs, or you know what I'm saying. I sit in the back and listen, but when you start talking about that, you know what I'm saying, it kind of triggers certain people, you know what I'm saying? You don't even know who in that audience done been through this. So, I mean, you know what I'm saying? A joke is a joke, but certain things I feel off limit. That's like really the only thing right there. I feel that that's off limit. You know, to me, it is. It might not be to the world, you know what I'm saying? They can do what they want. It's a free world. If you want to stay there and listen to it, you can. But if you don't want to listen to it, get up and leave. And that's what I did. Got up and leave.
Well, let me ask you this. How deep do you go back, if I'm saying, as a career goal? Like, have you went head to head with, you know what I'm saying, with the greats? Have you been in the doors? Have you rubbed some elbows and shake some hands with
I promote shows, used to promote shows a lot too. So, but I did shows with like Doodoo Brown. Doodoo Brown was matter of fact one of the first of the Def Comedy Jam comedians.
Okay.
And Otis Old Dog, I did shows with a lot of people. Like a lot of them stay in Atlanta right now. You know, all the older comedians, they stay in Atlanta. You know, in that area. So yeah, I did shows. One of them, he's dead right now. It was MTV. He was on MTV, Comic View, and all that. Genesis. I did shows a couple of shows with Genesis. You know, so he moved down to Orlando. So it's I did a show with. He's not a comedian, but I actually did a show. I was on the show with JT Money also. You know, so.
I heard about JT Money. Yeah, I heard about JT Money. Yeah. So I know, like, if hip hop didn't have beef, like, you know, it's like beef rap. You feel what I'm saying? It wouldn't necessarily be hip hop in a sense. It wouldn't be entertainment. So, do you think with comedians, you know what I'm saying? Like, do you think that is just different when it comes down to the beef world of comedians, or like it should it be like attack a different way? Like, I mean, are y'all just laid back and more joyful, or like is it like, do y'all really come head to head? You know what I'm saying? They're trying to knock people off their pedestal. Like how is the comedian world?
I'm gonna be real with you. Most comedians are fake as hell. They phony. They phony as fuck. You know what I'm saying? For real.
One you think for real. Right now.
They sit up in your face. They sit up in your face and smile and laugh, but then they get their little group and they talk about you. They talk about you hard. You get what I'm saying? And,
comedians?
Oh yeah. They act like little bitches. You know what I'm saying? When I say that, and I mean bitch in a good way, ladies. So don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. I mean in a good way. You know what I'm saying? But ladies,
I think they know what you're talking about.
Yeah, ladies, and that's what they do. And I'm not saying all of them, but it's a lot of them. And you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of female comedians that come out and they will say it themselves. They will say themselves, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You got comedians out there, they just talk. And you know, they two-faced in this, you know what I'm saying? So the thing about my thing about it is you just got to play the game. Don't sit up there and think everybody your friend. Let them earn it. You get what I'm saying? Let them earn it. You know, you got family members talk about you. So you know what the comedians.
But not in the comedian world, man.
Oh yes. We're gonna go back. We're gonna go back to Steve Harvey and Bernie Mac, right? When they did the Kings of Comedy tour. Think about it. Bernie Mac said to himself, "Why everybody had a TV show? Why everybody had a television show before Bernie Mac?" Steve Harvey even went behind Bernie Mac back and it was, I forgot the name of the movie, but he told her, you know, he tried to get the role that Bernie Mac was going to, oh, y'all ain't gonna be able to work with him. Y'all ain't gonna be doing that, this and that. I got comedians that's supposed to be my homeboys, and I hope they listen to it because I know what you did. But I the other, they're gonna be my homeboys, but they're going to telling everybody, you know what I'm saying, these comedy clubs in Florida, like, oh, nah, you don't know what he gonna get on the stage and say, you don't know what he gonna do, you don't know what he do. Thing about it is I read the crowd. I could go to a hillbilly crowd. I could go to a Trump rally crowd. I could go to a hood crowd, and it's going to be different jokes because you got to read the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Every crowd don't have the same type of jokes. I just did a show right now when I just went up to Summerfield. All these people from North and South Dakota and all that area. I'm in Florida. So, of course, they don't know no Florida jokes. They don't know no dude like me. You know, they probably never seen no people like me going down there. But at the same time, I made them laugh without selling out my race. You get what I'm saying?
So when it come down to the topic of today, the current state of comedy and entertainment, are people too damn sensitive, or do comedians need to watch their mouth? Cancel culture. What do that mean to you? And what is that message saying?
I think people are too damn sensitive. They waiting for you. They actually waiting for you to say something that they don't like. You think about it now. You can't say nothing about the LGBTQ. You can't say nothing about it. You say something about that, they ready to jump on you about that. And
that's a sensitive. Yeah.
If you heard my song Jeans So Tight, you already know I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I just say it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? No, every time you say something about you homophobic, no, I'm not homophobic. I don't care. People got family members that's gay, this and that. That if that's what you do, that's what you do. They don't have nothing to do with me. They don't have nothing to do with me. That's what you do. That's what you do. But at the same time, I'm not going to sit here and walk on eggshells around you. You get what I'm saying?
So okay, so is that the only thing that? So that's almost like a career killer.
That and if
well, you almost that is
and if you talk about Jewish people.
Oh well, we seen that with Kyrie Irving, Kanye West.
Yeah.
I think those are two people that actually stood against the Jews and then had to double back. You know what I'm saying, to get that? Right. Yeah, I didn't really respect that at all. Do you have a tour coming up?
Yeah, I'm setting one up. I'm setting one up right now. So it's going to be the end of summer, beginning of fall. It's on like a 10-15 city tour for the end of the year. And it's like with my song, Jeans So Tight tour. It's going to be a Jeans So Tight tour. So like I'm saying, if you're sensitive, don't bring your ass out. Cause
he said, don't bring your ass out.
Hey, don't bring your ass out. It's all about fun and games. It's about jokes. I do, like I said, I do comedy in Atlanta all the time. And we all know what Atlanta is famous for. You get what I'm saying? So, but they ain't sensitive. They're not sensitive people. I mean, you know, they're not sensitive people. They laugh, they have fun. We drinking together, blase. It's jokes. You get what I'm saying? It's jokes. But then when you go other places, like, oh, you can't be talking about this. Oh, you can't be talking. You go to some places, you talk about being broke in the projects and stuff. And people like, oh, that's so sad. Nobody else saying jokes like that, so you can feel sorry for them.
Well, that's not the type of yeah. You shouldn't even be talking to that crowd.
Yeah.
That's
But
so possible.
But it is certain things that they want to counsel that you can't talk about. I don't know who picked what you can talk about and what you can't talk about. But a lot of comedians, they get on stage, they can't really be themselves. They can't really be funny because they got to watch what they say, especially if the industry is like, especially the industry prone type of person. You get what I'm saying?
So would you consider yourself like an industry or you just cool, like you just?
I want to consider myself
independent.
Yeah, I'm independent. I wouldn't consider myself in industry, even with my movies. I wouldn't even consider myself industry because I'm not the one to like, you ain't gonna make me follow rules. I did that when I was in the Army. You know what I'm saying? And I had a hard time doing that if I don't agree with it. You know what I'm saying? I had a hard time doing that when I was in the Army. So, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, you're not going to make me follow the rules, especially when I feel that you telling me that I can do something and I can't do nothing. I was on my page. I was A&R for this certain music group, and I'm not going to say their name, but I was A&R, so I put a post up there, and I actually reposted something up there that I agree with. So next thing you know, as soon as I reposted, the person come like that, hey, you know, you got to move my company symbol from you, and you know, disassemble yourself from my company. And I'm like, fuck you and your company in so many words. You get what I'm saying? For one, you on my Speak That Shit page. You know what I'm saying? And for one, I don't even know too much about the A&R, about the music, because I'm a comedian, I'm a rapper, I'm a film industry. But at the same time, it was talking about how certain Jewish people are behind people like Sexy Red and all them pushing it. And I put like that, where's the lie? Because you know what I'm saying? It's an agenda. Where's the lie? And it's called but you on my page, monitoring my page, bruh. I'm not even your employee, really. You know what I'm saying? If I was your employee, I'd be getting paid. You know, get what I'm saying? So, no, I don't want that. You know, you wanted my company to come to you. And no, this is my company. I'm not signing my company with nobody else, blase, because ain't nobody going to have control of what I do. You know, you ain't going to tell me what I can say and what I can't say.
Yeah, I also heard Drake also have the Jewish community behind him. In a sense, like he actually a part of the you know what I'm saying, of that world in a sense. So I can see that. But it's like here's coming to an end. You know what I'm saying? Like here's kind of getting exposed in a negative way. But that's
right. I heard that.
Jonathan Coleman had and shout out to Jonathan Coleman, man, the best PR in the building, man, for real.
Agreed.
PR. Hey, hit up Jonathan Coleman on Facebook, the best in the business. He did say something about so he mentioned white, not to be prejudiced, but white versus black. So have you seen beef, you know what I'm saying, in the Caucasian world outside of the black world, in the sense? Like, is it or is it just us?
It ain't just us. It's just that we expose it. We go all out about it. You understand what I'm saying? The whole world know we beefing. The whole world know we beefing. I was at a show in came from Detroit. I forgot what it was. It was probably maybe April. And I did a show, and I'm actually the only black comedian in there. You know what I'm saying? One black person there at this show, and I'm the only black person there. So, you know, I went up, did my set or whatever. So when I go back, I hear these nothing but white comedians now. They talking behind this other comedian back, talking about, man, he always late. I don't know why he think he always. Well, I'm telling you, they dragging her. You get what I'm saying?
Hey.
But you never hear it on Facebook. You won't never hear it on social media. You won't hear it right there. It's right there. It's right there. And that's where it stays at, you know?
So tell us a little bit about Kings Castle Entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Like when did you find it and what is it about?
Kings Castle Entertainment. Okay, me and my wife Annie Loke. She was doing AnnieLoke.com. I'm doing King. I was Zoe Boe 69. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing my comedy and my movies. She doing her movies and her music and stuff. So you know, it was like right before at the beginning of the pandemic, COVID-19. Like right at the very beginning, you know, before they even told us about it. So I'm gonna say 2019. So we just talking like, you know what, let's come up with this blase, you know what I'm saying, Kings Castle Entertainment. So we started. So it started as just, you know, we're doing photography, films, blase. You know, I'm adding what I do, she had what I do, she do. But then it just went off, you know, we're not doing photography anymore. It's just too much time. It just wastes too much time for me. So, you know what I'm saying? Now we just focusing on music and comedy and films. You know, we're still doing our films, you know, and we got a radio station podcast, B-Fam, that's Kings Castle. Also Speak That Shit. We on that, doing that. Well, actually, I'm doing that. Me and her we started it We broke up, so she went her own way. Now we're back together. So it is what it is. You feel what I'm saying? But we got the numbers though. So
Okay.
Kings Castle, what we're doing is we bring in local entertainers, local, not just local. When I say local, I mean the ones that's not out there yet. You could stay in Atlanta, you could stay in Michigan. We don't care where you're at. If you're interested, you want to come and blase, we're gonna work with you. And with films, we putting on, I writing films and we produce our own films, and it's just like, if you feel the need that, hey, I want to do this, I want to do that, come on through. Because I feel right now, when you look at films, even when you go on Tubi, you're looking at films, you see some of the same actors over and over again. You're like, nobody else can get that role, So, I mean, not saying they bad actors. Some of them, some of is, but you're not saying all of them, they bad actors. It's just like sometimes you don't want to keep looking at the same thing over and over and over again. You want to see what other actors or whatever, pass the torch down to some other people,
Yeah, I was going to ask you about the Tubi World, church sessions and debit card Life Matters. When did you release those, or is they just now coming out, or is it just something?
Oh, they've been released on Tubi. Actually, debit card Life Matters. We shot that during the COVID. You get what I'm saying? It was like, Florida didn't really shut down, so we out there shooting films and shit. You know what I'm saying? While the rest of the world inside, committing domestic violence with each other and stuff. But we sit out there, we shooting films. You
said 2020?
Yeah, it was during the COVID when we were shooting it. Like, when they were shutting down everything, like you ain't supposed to be your behind outside.
Hey, boy, you were gonna be the first person that was locked up by the army because they was not playing.
They wasn't doing
at all.
And Florida was different. Florida was, like I said, Florida. They had a 420 party down here in Florida. You know what I'm saying? They still were doing their things in Florida. So it was like,
well, Georgia didn't care at all.
Oh, they was out too.
Care. No, ain't no out. They were the last one that closed.
Okay, but see, they said that Florida did that, but Florida they wasn't on that though. They wasn't. You couldn't even go to jail. They ain't sending nobody to jail. People were doing little crimes like this, and the police like got their distances, and the police like, letting people go. Like, you know what? I'm gonna let you go this time. You know what I'm saying?
Nah. I'm talking about Georgia was late. Like they act like COVID wasn't even a
thing.
Issue. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, like we was the last one that closed, but knowing, I think Texas, New York, and Georgia was like in higher ranks, and California, like they was in higher ranks. You know what I'm saying? When it came down to the COVID, but Georgia was them the last ones closing.
The closing, okay.
Yeah, like that was. I mean, it was crazy.
Right.
And I was working at the time too. That was crazy, man. I came to Georgia. I don't know if you're looking for actors or anything like that. I'm plug myself in. But if you're looking for some actors, I came to act. You feel what I'm saying? So where your boy in if you're looking for some entertainment. Shout out to my manager.
We got them up. I got like 15 movies out on film not unwritten, screenplays out unwritten already. You know what I'm saying? I just get bored and I just start typing. I don't even.
You must got a plug with Tubi.
I don't even title them, huh?
So you must got a plug with Tubi.
No, I had to work my ass off to get on Tubi with debit card Life Matters. It's a process you got to go through. It's a process you got to go through to get it on there. And so when I did the first one, it took a while for me to actually get it on there. Everything got to be correct. No mistakes. Everything got to be correct. So when I did church sessions, it was a little easier. But my plan is to actually, since I got 2 movies on there, to reach out to one execs or whatever directly, like, hey, blase, you know what I'm saying? Saying, can I just send it to you, this and that? Because, like I said, everything's a process. And if you don't have an agent, and with Tubi is, if you don't have an agent, you can shoot it to them. If they like it, if everything all right, they'll put it on there. If you know what I'm saying? And actually, they put almost anything on there as long as you got everything correct.
Facts. Some of them movies, I'm talking about, they could wheel you in, but got the worst ending.
Yeah.
Got bad acting.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I went to acting school I had professional coaches and everything. I'm not saying I'm seasoned now because I've been away from acting for like 2 years. But acting is like somebody cooking without a menu. You feel what I'm saying? That's me. I love acting. Acting is a skill for me. I act all day. That's just me.
Right.
It's a passion. It's a passion for myself. But anyway,
and the thing about it is you got to have that passion. And that's why I tell people. A lot of people just want to get on the screen. And I'm like, nah, you ain't feeling. You got to feel the role. You know what I'm saying? You got to feel this is your role. This is you. You got to feel this part. If you don't feel this part, it's not going to work out. And then I don't like people. Yeah, and I don't like people like going word for word. You can't. When I write it, just because I write it, don't mean you got to go word for word. You got to emphasize. You got to be you with this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not you, so I can't say. I'm saying how I would say it if I was that person, but I'm not you, and you're not me. So you can't go word for word. You know, you got to say it, but not word for word, you know, but it got to stay on point. You can't keep making up. If you're going to say it one time like this, it got to stay like this. It got to stay like this. You can't change it up.
So let me ask this. Who is your top 5 comedians?
Dead or alive?
Dead or alive. I gotta mention the dead part. Because there's a lot of greats that has passed, you know what I'm saying? So I say all time though, not just all time.
Okay, I like Red Fox. Fox.
Hey man, so I haven't really came up on the comedian part of Red Fox, but I have came up on his show. Right, and he was a fool with that one. So
right,
I'm a huge fan of Red Fox when it came down to his shows.
Red Fox, you know, I gotta put Bernie Mac in there. I like Bernie Mac.
Oh. Yeah, I think both of those sides.
Yeah. And then Richard Pryor. You got to put Richard Pryor in. I'm just saying for me, I got to put that in.
I like See No Evil, Hear No Evil, and a couple more of his films. But I tried to go see his. I'm 35, so I did try to go see his. His stand up, but it didn't really loop me in. You know what I'm saying?
No. When he did that, I was young. I wasn't even a teenager then. So, it's just like one of the first ones. And when I'm saying that, when I was young, and the one that I was actually got into watching was Eddie Murphy. I like the Eddie Murphy when he was doing it. He don't do comedy stand up anymore because I heard that he said he was doing it for the money. And it wasn't funny to him, so that's why he quit. They were offering him money, so he felt that he was writing not for the love of it, he was writing for the money of it, so that's why he quit. And
I can't. I know I'm just interrupting. Go ahead.
Yeah, and my last one I would say I like Eddie Griffin. I like Eddie Griffin.
Thank you. Why people don't mention Eddie Griffin? Eddie Griffin is the truth.
Yeah. I like it. Yeah, I like
Eddie Griffin. He's him. I say Eddie Griffin, Bernie Mac, Cat Williams.
Yup.
I do like Kevin Hart, but I do like Kevin Hart. And Chris Tucker.
Yeah. But you in my top 5, so hey.
Yeah. But I was mentioning mine.
Chris Tucker. Yeah, I like Chris Tucker. I like
Chris Tucker, man. But it's a lot more.
It's a lot. It's a whole lot more. It's a lot more out there, especially the new one that what they call internet came from the internet community. But some of they putting down the internet community, but I'm looking like. Especially down here, they be like, they be hating on these comedians. Like, I'm like, man, that man funny, that female funny, man. She funny. I don't care what the fuck you say. You get what I'm saying? I be laughing at that, man. What the hell y'all hating on motherfuckers because they found a way to get exposed and y'all didn't. You get what I'm saying?
Facts. Who is the lady with the short hair and heavy set with the big breasts? Man, you know what I'm talking about. She's funny, but she
You ain't talking about not Odell. What's her name? Lunel?
I don't remember her name, but I just know that she's yep, that's what what's name said.
Yeah.
That's what Jonathan said. Yes, she's funny.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Yeah.
Movies and stand up.
Yeah.
She's funny.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. A lot of people be hating on these comedians like that. She is funny. She is funny. I'm gonna tell you who I like also. And she's a newcomer, not newcomer, but she's out there, the internet world. Daphne Springs, whatever name, Daphne Springs.
I haven't heard of her.
Right, but she's funny. It's a lot of them out there that's funny right now. That's coming out. That's real funny.
So have you heard of the Mailman? So the Mailman, he went viral doing skits, on Instagram. He also went viral when he went to the Bengal Stadium and and doing certain things you found at the Bengal Stadium. But my question is, how do you feel about the new way of catching fame? I know back in the day, it wasn't really big on social media or just your phones capturing video or you just submitting it online or anything like that. But a lot of people are catching fame in the comedian world through skits on the internet. How do I like as an OG yourself? How do y'all take that? You feel what I'm saying? Especially when it came down to the area where y'all had to literally work hard to get to where y'all at versus the way it is now.
Shit changes. Yeah, you better get on board. You're gonna get left. That's all I can say.
On board, you get left.
You ain't complaining, ain't gonna do nothing. You better get on board or you're gonna get left.
Hey, you couldn't say it no better than that. Like I ain't nothing I can say. Just get on the train. Like
hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? If I gotta go to my kids and say, hey, how you put this on that star, this and that, you know what I'm saying? Do this. Hey, it is what it is. The world is changing. So, and then, you know what I'm saying? And I was thinking about this the other day. Matter of fact, 2 days ago, and you got these comedians that have been, only been doing really stand up for like 8 years or whatever, but you got these comedians been doing it for 20 and 30 years, and they still come up that want to do the same type of jokes and blase. Y'all got to realize that you got a whole new audience right now. You know what I'm saying? You better learn these folks right now. You know what I'm saying? If you in your 50s and 60s and you still saying jokes for 50s and 60s, is these 70, 80-year-old people going to be coming to your shows? The motherfuckers that going to come to your shows going to be in their 20s, 30s, and 40s. You get what I'm saying? So you got to learn the style. It ain't to learn a new style, but you got to know what's funny and what's not funny. Like, okay, me, I got a lot of kids. I got grandkids, and I'm active in their life. So they be doing stupid shit all the time. So, you know what I'm saying? So I'm always have some material as long as I'm in their life because they do stupid stuff. They do stuff, I ain't gonna say stupid, but they do stuff that I don't understand.
Thank you.
I don't understand. So, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, you got to get on board. You just got to
So when you speak about the audience and the age bracket, with the what the lady that just canceled her show on Valentine's Day, in the comedian world, do you see that happen a lot? What's her name? The lady that canceled her show on Valentine's Day, Anita Baker. Who is it?
Anita Baker. I think
Anita Baker
canceled the show. She did cancel the show. I know it was on Valentine's Day.
Yes, she canceled her show on Valentine's Day, and it was obviously that's an older crowd,
right?
Do that happen a lot in the comedian world where you expecting a comedian versus music? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it a big deal for someone to cancel their show? Like no announcements, or is it not?
Well, Cat Williams known to do that. That's my dog. I like Cat Williams. Don't get me wrong.
Valentine's Day, Mother's Day. My bad. Go ahead.
Yeah. But Cat Williams known to do that. Cat Williams counts, he canceled the show.
Not Cat Williams.
Yeah, he canceled the show in Tampa a couple times. So now when the people do the show, you got to pay a penalty. You got to pay some type of fee So if he do cancel it, you'll get the money back for your ticket. But if you don't pay that fee and a comedian cancel it, you just lost out. So you paying $150, $200 for a ticket, you just lost that ticket.
So it's like having insurance for your butt.
Yeah. So it does happen to comedians, but most venues, if the comedians cancel, they give the people their money back. You get what I'm saying? They do give them their money back. I ain't gonna say all of them do, but most of them do. But then you got these janky ass promoters that you got to understand, why did the comedian cancel?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The only thing they see is a comedian cancel or the artist cancel, but what went behind the scene? Why did they cancel it? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got a lot of janky ass promoters. They don't want to pay up. They're supposed to pay up. Yeah, they don't want to pay up. You know what I'm saying? Give me half now deposit, and half when I get there. When I do my show. Some gonna wait till the last minute. Don't even want to give you that half. So guess what? I'm not going down there. You didn't deposit this money right here. So what? Say I'm gonna go way down there. 3-4 hour drive, but
that's understandable though. That's bad business. Yeah. Well, you can't tell the audience that, but
right, you don't tell the audience, and so it look bad on the artist. But then you don't even know what went on behind stage. You know what I'm saying? So the artist may not even say nothing about it, but it might be the promoter ain't even paying me right. The promoter, or you talking about jipping me on my money, man. Look here, we may not have a full crowd, so you think we could go down on the price? I mean, I know I told you I'm gonna pay you blase, but I ain't making my money back. No, that's on you, bro.
Oh yeah, facts.
We did a contract. Facts. So once that conversation start like that, you might not even get paid. So why the hell I'm gonna go down there? Cause when you say it right there, blase right there, that means I'm gonna have to have somebody at the door with a pistol waiting for your ass.
So how does your show start? It's like how does yours work? Like do you scout your own comedians, or do people sign up, or do people gotta pay a fee to get on your tour? How does that work? If somebody wants to be watching this and they want to join,
I don't really like that pay something to do this. You know what I'm saying? And get on. I understand it. Don't get me wrong. Now I understand it, but I really don't like it doing it. But what I do is actually, I will sometimes I got a group of people that they're my go-to people. I can go to them anytime I promote a show. I go to them and I know they're gonna be there. But then other people that they hit me up. They might inbox me or whatever, or send me a reel and all that. So it's different ways though. But like when I go on my tour, I already got who I'm going to get to do this first tour with and all that. I already know who I'm gonna roll with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna roll with Road Dogs because what I'm saying, they've been down with me forever. So in this comedy world, if you don't got nothing to offer certain comedians, they forget about you. They don't, what I'm saying? As soon as you
what you mean offer? Like what do you mean? Like money wise?
A lot of comedians down here in Florida and promoters, a lot of comedians are promoters. They might go to local bars and promote a show, right? Mm-hmm. So they play this thing. You put me on your show, I put you on my show type of deal. So they best friends. Everybody best friend. They all in this circle. They best friend. You know what I'm saying? They close that. But as soon as this one person actually don't got that venue anymore, you don't see them contacting them on Facebook. Hey, we got this show right here going on right here. Would you want it? That person be fun as hell. Well, you don't got nothing to offer me. So what the hell I need to be contacting you for?
So that's more of a business relationship.
Right.
Benefit, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, I don't really need you if it's on the business side, because we ain't really connected on the personal side. You know what I'm saying? So do you think that in your field, do you think that personal relationships is more lucrative and beneficial than it is when it comes down to the business relationship?
Yeah, I can say yes and no. Yes and no. I'm in that predicament now, and I don't care. Don't get me wrong. I don't care, but it's certain comedy clubs down here in Tampa, you know what I'm saying? They don't put me on. They don't, you know what I'm saying? I got more credits than anybody. I'm gonna say anybody in Tampa right now doing it in the comedy. Well, I don't care if they've been doing comedy for 20, 30 years. I got more credit with 2 films on Tubi right now. That's more credit than anybody else right there. Anyway,
I can't argue with that.
Anyway, right? That's more credit than anybody anyway right there. But you don't see me in these. You don't see me at the side splitters. You don't see me at these other clubs down here. You don't see me there, and the reason you don't see me is because these comedians have something personal against me.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? They have something personal. And this one, in fact, I know he got something personal because this one lady, she booked shows, and she told me she put me on the show with him, and he went up. You know what I'm saying? Then she had me go right behind him. So you already know I ate up the crowd. You get what I'm saying? It's a majority white crowd. I ate up the crowd. You get what I'm saying? I ate up the crowd. He still didn't talk to her to this day, and that been about 4 years ago.
Dang, man, it's not in the comedian world, man.
Yeah, but see, with me, it's a different story because I don't care if I don't like you, you don't like me. Business is business. You know, I got to book these shows. There's a shows in Sebring right now. The dude want the book shows down there in Sebring. I don't go to the shows because I'm not on the shows, but I would book comedians. So any comedian that want to come up there, I'll put the post up there. You send me the link, blase, you know what I'm saying? So I can see if you fit the description to go down there because the crowd is rough down there, you know. So boom, I'm booking you, boom, 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 it's booked. I don't like you, you don't like me, it's business.
It's business. Some people taking it personal, but
it's not personal because it's business. You don't have to like me, I don't like you. It's business, But down here, a lot of them, you know what I'm saying, they getting their feelings too much. They in their feelings too much.
Dang. So when it comes down, like how long have you been in the film business though? Like I mean, what's the process of, you know what I'm saying, of shooting a film? Like has it became easy, or is it still you still gotta, you know, it's 2024, so I know new things is happening.
Right now, the hardest thing for me right now is keeping people interested in doing it because everybody want this hood movie style, and I'm not doing the hood movie style. I did the hood movie style when I started out with 127 Hood Story. You know what I'm saying? That was 2013. I started, that was my first movie I ever shot, and somebody else filmed it. No, okay. Now, once I went to Tube and I did Debit Card Life Matters, I shot the film myself. So, and I know my mistakes. You know what I'm saying? You got to have the person doing the lights. You got to have, I think they call it a buffer or whatever. You got to have a person with the holding the mic. You got to have all these people, but I didn't do it. I was the one person, but at the same time, the movie is still interesting because if you look at the plot and the dialogue, then that's, you know what I'm saying? So boom. So when I did Church Session, I hired a company to do it, TV. And so now, you know what it is, what I'm doing now is I'm just going to hire the people to do it and get the people I need. So like I said, the hardest part is really just getting people to want to do rehearsals. Because now the reason
what type of film is it?
With Church Session 2, right, and all that, I'm working on a movie now called Ride Out, and it's like get these people to come to rehearsal, and the rehearsal is virtual. So they'll come to rehearsal. Yeah, it's virtual.
You can't get people committed to the virtual rehearsal.
Yeah, it's a virtual. It's not, you don't have to come in. The only time we're gonna have a rehearsal, a real rehearsal with everybody face to face is a week before we actually shoot it. And then the people that stay in Atlanta, I'm just gonna fly them down here. You get what I'm saying? Boom.
So okay, so we got about 11-ish minutes. So Church Sessions and Debit Card Life Matters, what are those films about? You know what I'm saying? When you say that you don't want to do hood movies, what are these films about?
No, when I say hood movies, when I say when I say they shooting hood movies, is when people down here, when they shoot hood movies, you got a camera, and I'm gonna go to you. I'm gonna say, Lil T3rry, okay, make like you trying to talk to that girl. Okay. Ain't no dialogue, ain't nothing written up. That's hood movies. You know? Make like you trying to talk to that girl.
What, like Snow in the Bluff?
Yeah. Like I'm gonna give you a scenario and you just go off with it.
Okay. So
then you take
so
credit
when you
for written
say
by. You ain't write nothing. You just gave scenario. You ain't write shit.
you just going off the dome. I
Yeah,
got
that's
you.
what I
Okay,
meant by
okay,
hood
okay.
movie.
Click.
So
Okay,
Debit
okay.
Card Life Matters. All my movies is written. It's written. It got, you know what I'm saying, got the Rose Blase, got the, you know, fade in, fade out. And Debit Card Life Matters is a lady. She got a debit card in the mail, and she obsessed with just spending debit cards. She can't spend cash once she got that debit card. So she lose the debit card. And this beautiful lady went from being beautiful and, you know what I'm saying, classy to trash her house like a mess, her hair fucked up. She just like, you know what I'm saying?
All over a debit card?
Yeah, it's a comedy movie. You get what I'm saying? It was like, okay, you know, I was at work and this lady told me, said, "Why don't you write a movie called Debit Card Life Matter?" I said, "Okay," so I did. You know what I'm saying? And so
I'll check that out.
Yeah, and with Church Section is this retired pimp. And when I say we're retired, you know, he was on his last
church,
so he became a pastor. So he's still pimping. He's still pimping. Right. He's just pimping in church right now.
Church Sessions. Okay, I'm gonna check that out. Matter of fact, today, a retired pimp became a pastor. Okay, I gotta check that one out.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about the Speak That Shit on a podcast. What is that? What is that about? You know what I'm saying? And how did you come up with it?
Speak That Shit. Like I said, me and my wife was sitting down, you know what I'm saying, during the COVID. So I was on You Guys Are the Worst first, which came back out on Thursday at 9:30. So I was on You Guys Are the Worst podcast first. And then she's like, "I want to do a podcast." Okay, we're going to do what you want to talk about. I said, "We want to just talk about anything and make it real." I said, "Okay, we talk about we call it Speak That Shit." And it is, I started the Facebook group, and it's just like, really, it's like anything, and everything, you know, any subject you want to talk about, we're going to talk about without nobody getting
offended,
feelings in it and all that, because it's all about fun and game. But we do talk about some seriousness too.
Yeah.
Like this Thursday, I'm going to be talking about abusive relationships, so it's going to be serious. So you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people in abusive relationship and don't know how to get out of it. Sometimes you feel like you're stuck. So, you know what I'm saying? So we do talk about a lot of stuff. So it's like, Speak That Shit is made really so you can freely hear or talk about anything without feeling that you got to be censored.
Well, I mean, I ain't gonna dialogue too hard and too much, but most abusive relationships, in my opinion, I feel like, you know, it's a catch to it. You know what I'm saying? Whereas some people stay in it because maybe money or because of kids, or they don't want to take on responsibility of themselves, or if they have a house together or cars together, you know what I'm saying, they don't want to take on that, you know what I'm saying, that split, or they have an opportunity of losing it and they might not get it at the end, you know what I'm saying? So that's just my opinion on that.
No, it is. It's different reason why people stay in a relationship. Sometimes they don't have no other type of support.
Yeah. No. Well, some people, some of them do have support.
Right. And they still stay in,
telling them to leave, but the person that's complaining to the other people about, you know, this and that and this, they have an inside motive. They know what they're gonna, what's at stake. The people that they vent to don't, but they do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's just my take on that. Is there anything else that you would like? Well, let me ask this first. For comedians that would tap into this, any advice, motivation, and also, is it good to cheat or not to cheat the process of becoming a great comedian? And when I say cheat, meaning as you don't have to put the work in to try to figure out your own jokes. You feel what I'm saying? You can actually take pieces here and there and then put them together and then call it your original. Or do you have to sit down and, you know what I'm saying, and put your homework together? Your homework.
I'm going to say it like this, and this is me, that you can cheat all you want to, but it's going to catch up with you. It's going to come a time and a place where
nice way of saying it.
These jokes that you put together, this crowd is not feeling it. So if you can't make them feel you, if you got this piece together, you don't know how to make them laugh.
Right.
This and that, you're gonna be fucked up. It was a dude in Orlando when I first started. He started doing that. It was a show down here, and he's been in the comedy world. I don't know how long, but he will be a big boss man, this and that. So when he came down here, after one of these other comedians went up, and he got up, he couldn't follow the dude. He was stuck.
Dang.
He couldn't work the crowd, so he said one joke. He was like, you know what, I can't even do this. And he was a headliner.
Shot his career down before you started.
Yeah, that was like 8 years ago when I first started. I'm like, wow.
So have you been in contact with him since?
I don't know the dude. I was just at the show.
Hey, Jonathan said you should set your own comedy special and put it on Tubi.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm going to do with this comedy tour.
Uh-huh.
And one of these places I'm gonna shoot the special. I never shot a special, never shot a comedy special. So this is gonna be my first one. So I was thinking about what I'm gonna name, what I'm gonna do. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do Jeans So Tight. You know what I'm saying? Because I got the song, so I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do a Jeans So Tight comedy tour. and I'm gonna put the special together. Yeah, I'm gonna have my film crew there.
Jeans So Tight. when I hear that title, the first thing that came to my mind was Get Out Your Feelings.
Yeah.
That's what came to my mind when it came down. Why you so uptight? Like loosen up. That's what I got from that title. So I got you. And
the thing about it is it's comedy. It's comedy. You know what I'm saying? It's about dudes wearing these tight britches too, and you know what I'm saying, and LGBTQ or whatever and all that. But I don't think I really say nothing against anybody. It's comedy. Like one joke.
I don't understand how they get offended when they can really snap and talk about themselves. You know what I'm saying?
I was on a show with a couple of them, and it's not them because they down for anything. You can say what you want, they laugh. So it's cool with them. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? Certain ones. But to be honest with you, the people that's actually getting offended ain't even the ones that's gay. It's other people that just want to get in their business.
Or just need exposure or just bored. You
know
yeah.
They
ain't got nothing to do.
Yeah, the one is just like the Washington Redskins changed their name, talking about it gonna hurt the natives and this and that. The natives came by like, y'all mind y'all business. We ain't say nothing about that. That was on y'all.
Yeah, that was they was trying to say it was racist and it was against like Redskins where this name been here for decades.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it was it's just a lot of this world is just crazy. They just trying to find ways to stay relevant.
Right.
You know right. So go ahead and plug yourself, man. And hopefully, you know what I'm saying, like in the future, we can catch up. Again, my manager is Jonathan Coleman, man.
Oh, yeah. Most definitely.
Shout out to him, man.
Yeah, most definitely. You know what I'm saying? I met Jonathan a couple of years ago. You know what I'm saying? He had him on my show. Jonathan knows he could come on my show anytime he wants. You come on my show anytime he wants. Hey. You know what I'm saying? It's open season on that. Jonathan already know that. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? I don't trust too many people, but this man, I trust this man. You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, a good dude, PR work. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get with him. You know what I'm saying? He put the work in. He do his thing. I'm Zoe Boe 69. You know what I'm saying? Go to your city. If you see my name come up in your city, go to your comedy club in your city and say, hey, book this man. Go to info@kingscastleent.com. That's my email. Or go to the website, kingscastleent.com. If you're in the Toledo area this weekend, they having a girls' summit. It's a girls' summit. It's a basketball for ages 9 and 12. If you want to sign your daughter up, go to info@kingscastleent.com. Send me an email. I send it to the person that really handled it. But it's going to be a summit, and it's to encourage young females.
When is it?
Life. It's when is it? Mm-hmm. It's June 1st. This Saturday.
June 1st, Saturday. What state?
In Toledo, Ohio, at the Douglas Center.
You gonna be there?
Yeah, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna fly out. Actually, I'm gonna fly out Friday. Go up there.
And what is this show again?
It's called the Teen Summit. Teen like teenager teen summit. 2024. It's in Toledo, Ohio. And it's about empowering and motivating young women. Young women, yes, that's what it's about. You know, a lot of things
It's
right
bugging.
now, a lot of things hitting these young women's like now that
Yes.
they got to look at, and you know what
Yes.
I'm saying. This is not the way to go. So you know, it's you know what I'm saying? It's just, you know what I'm saying, young lady, she's sitting up there, that's what she's doing. She's trying to empower young women. And you know what I'm saying? That's all I can say. It's good. Anytime somebody trying to empower kids, get kids to do the right thing, to see the other side,
Yeah.
I'm with it, you know.
Well, I'm gonna talk to my manager, Jonathan Coleman, to see, you know what I'm saying, when it'll be great for me to get on your show. I definitely would like to speak about deep
Oh
topics that
yeah.
people's afraid to speak about.
I told you, he already know. He already know. Jonathan already
Yeah.
knows. So
Got you. Well, first of all, man, I appreciate you for just blessing my channel, you feel what I'm saying, with your presence. It's an honor for you to even be here, you know what I'm saying? So I can't wait to meet you in person. Hopefully we
right,
can do some business in the future. You already know the plugs in with, you know, St. Jonathan Coleman. He right in between, so it's not that far
right.
distance. So again, man, it's your boy Lil T3rry on the EFABU Talk Show, man, live with your boy. You might as well go and say your name again.
Zoe Boe 69.
There you go, man. And make sure y'all go holler at them every Thursday, right?
Every
Talk that shit
Thursday,
every
8
Thursday
p.m.
podcast, man. Make sure y'all go check them out on Facebook. Peace out. We out. Be blessed.
Peace.